Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Joe Reed returning. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10.
The veteran Tyrod Taylor gets set to lead this Chargers offense as they take the field.
Many in the outside world see Tyrod Taylor as a bridge quarterback since the Chargers moved on from Phillip Rivers and drafted Justin Herbert. But head coach Anthony Lynn, he sees much more than that. They were together as play caller and quarterback in Buffalo when they went to the playoffs. And Coach Lynn believes that Tyrod Taylor can replicate that in Los Angeles.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
What's the deal, y'all?
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
Delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 37.
Pass interference. Defense.
We're all right. Just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, a little bit of run after catch for them. That extra yardage made it easy to decline the penalty.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Chargers.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Ty Long set to kick off.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Out come the Dolphins to take over, and it's Ryan Fitzpatrick in his 16th NFL season now leading the way.
Ryan Fitzpatrick's the kind of guy you want on your team in every situation, whether you want him to be your starter, whether you want him to bridge and help a rookie out like Tua Tagovailoa. It doesn't matter. He can fit every spot you're looking for. He's in the 2nd year of a 2-year deal with 5-8 and 13 starts last year with 20 touchdown passes. And anytime he's on the field,
that's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25.
And the Chargers 1-2 on the new season. And an opening week victory at Cincinnati, but then back-to-back close losses at home in their new building. First in OT to the Chiefs in week 2. That was a great game, but the week 3, a little more disappointing. 21-16, they fall to Carolina. And the Chargers, they had a chance from the Panther 28 for a final shot at the end zone, but could not convert. Justin Herbert making his 2nd start in place of Tyrod out with a punctured lung. A 2nd straight 300-yard game, and this time 330 yards. Had a touchdown, but also an interception.
And if I remember correctly, I think we were informed by a great statistician, Ed Brady, the best back-to-back 300-yard passing games for Justin Herbert the first 2 games of his NFL career. And Tyrod Taylor, in his career, has 1 game of 300 yards passing. So it's an interesting deal, but I wouldn't be surprised if Tyrod Taylor came back and became the starter again. He has great history with his head coach, Anthony Lynn. Plays the game the way he wants it to be played. He's out right now with a rib injury and a lung injury, but we expect him back before too much longer. How about this? Road games now for the Chargers. At Tampa Bay against Tom Brady, and at New Orleans against Drew Brees.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles. That's the end of the 1st quarter.
These 2 teams all tied after 1.
7.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. On the give, this is Eckler. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. A handoff. It's Eckler. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
4-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
10, Dolphins 7.
So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Miami's offense working their way back out here, and these Dolphins, CD, got a win week 3, their first of the season up in Jacksonville, 31-13, and the calls for Tua definitely silenced after the performance of Ryan Fitzpatrick in weeks 2 and 3. But in week 3, good throwing the ball, 18-20, 160 yards, couple of touchdowns. But really what caught a lot of people's eye was he was really good running the football.
How old is he? 37?
Yeah, in theory.
He was moving around like he was 27, right? I mean, it was great. Watching him move, watching him have fun playing. What did he say after the game? I'm the luckiest guy in the world playing football, still doing it. And it certainly showed. 37 yards rushing, ran for a touchdown. How about that big run in the middle of the field where he took a couple of big shots and jumped up for some more? This guy is having a blast. They're home against Seattle in week 4, and then at San Francisco and Denver. They've got a tough road coming up. But Ryan Fitzpatrick, he's having a blast.
To the air again, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First down, Fitzpatrick. That That is caught inside the 5. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now a throw into the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5.
Herbert's pass.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. One receiver left, that's Allen. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown.
Number 13, Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
That keeps the score.
Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Ty Long set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
14.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Time on, set to kick off.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. Individually, he's done his thing with the 2 touchdowns. Bottom line, though, they're losing.
Seems to me that they need to get the ball to him a little bit more. Hey, you're right. He's done his part. They might need a little bit extra from him in order for them to try and get back into this game.
Maybe a 3rd, maybe a 4th touchdown. We'll see. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 2nd and 7, Fitzpatrick. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd and 1, here's Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books, because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh yeah, I think I'd throw it to him a little bit more often.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. It's Eckler again. Fights him off. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A give, Eckler running to the right. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Now Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's Ty Long now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Dolphin football. So now Fitzpatrick and the Dolphins down 16-14, a minute 46 to go. A field goal would be a game winner as they come up on first down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
For a Miami.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Fitzpatrick finding his tight end, Gesicki, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They'll throw again, Fitzpatrick. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Fitzpatrick. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll make it 2nd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. They run with Howard. And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
16.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up.
This is caught at the 20, and he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome you to another installment of Madden Ultimate Team. There's been a lot of talk leading up to this matchup, and it's finally here. But can it live up to all the hype?
We're set for football, and off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. Leading them out, the reigning MVP of the National Football League in his third season now from Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
Allow me a second here to gush because in his college career, the only player in NCAA history to rush for over 1,500 yards and pass for over 3,500 yards in a season, and he did it twice.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. Yet he only won the Heisman Trophy once.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. And now he'll second and run. The quick feet by Jackson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
On first down, it's Gurley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run. It's Gurley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He's tackled.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a draw play for Gurley. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He's tackled at the 32.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Jackson now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And finding the tight end Hooper. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. On the catch, it's Andre Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Their game
clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now it's Jackson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The veteran Andre Johnson the target on that one. And it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, Jackson. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Gronkowski for a Charger touchdown. Rob Gronkowski there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st down and 10 at their own 20.
Our visitors getting set to take over on offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Jackson on 1st down. Johnson with completion over the middle. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
And for Dalvin Cook, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Jackson will throw again. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback, Lamar Jackson. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Lockett the return. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
And Cook getting the call there on first down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
2 yards on the pickup.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And Jackson throwing once more. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. It's a third down gain of 10 to pick up the first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's got Hooper on the short connection. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. Going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there in this passing game. It just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jackson. His throw incomplete.
Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Lamar Jackson sacked. A fumble on the play.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, they run with Gurley. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for L.A. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down 7-0. 1:45 to play. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it's 2nd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
So the pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Six yards left on second down.
He's going to keep it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
15 yards on the play, first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run.
Visitors, nothing.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports_MUT. So long, everybody.